What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net. Finally back live. I've had some issues with my internet. But anyways, you guys, I go live Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content and videos. If that's what you're into, please do subscribe. Please do hit that little notification button so you get notified every time I go live. So today, what I'm doing, I honestly didn't even know what to do until like a minute ago. I have some scrap paper and I cut it down to 4x4. I'm also using the little scrap that is pretty much left over on the 8.5 by 11 page and making pockets. So basically I'll just glue this on 3 sides. I have some vintage ephemera to use up. I also have some of my floral clip art that I have cut out with using my scanning cut. Jen, hi girl, what's up girl? And then I'm also using my latest mini labels. So that is great. That's what we are doing today. I noticed that my stash was running low on pockets. So that's what I decided to do today. Hey Patricia, I miss you guys so much. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Hopefully this live goes well and I don't have to worry about any of my lives from now on. I don't know. Freak internet accident happened. I don't know what to say. So pretty much just trying to do something simple. I have been pretty busy this whole time that I haven't gone live. Actually, I've been trying to keep busy. I've been trying to finish up projects and such and such. This is kind of a hard background to get something to stand out against it. So I'm having a bit of a hard time trying to, I don't want to pile on too much, then this flower here gets lost. So this one might have to be, oops, by itself, because nothing really stands out against this background. Maybe if I do something like this, something large, I might scan these later on and make them available in my store. So keep an eye out for that. I, of course, will mention it. Yeah, this is not working. So I think I'm just going to put the label on here. We'll just work with that. It actually looks kind of cute with just the label. Hi, Paper Inspiration. I hope everybody is good. I am good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Been keeping myself busy. I decorated 2 junk journals. I want to start adding. This one's already sold, but I went ahead and I forgot to add the corners, so I added the corners to it. Then I'm also going to send it off with a junk journal charm that I made. And I wanted to finish up the other ones and do the flip through. However, I am missing. I attached my charms using these. Technically, this one's by Tim Holtz. It's called a. What did I call it? I bought it on Amazon. I can't even remember what it's called. It has like a bulldog clip or something. I'll leave a link to it. But I need some more of these, so I ordered them, and then I can finish off my journals. Basically, I can add the charms, and they'll be ready to go. This one's like I said, already ready to go to its new house. But I have 2 other of the hexagon junk journals that I need to finish completely, which just involves getting more of those clips so I can add the charms. I have been pretty busy. It's a bulldog clamp. There you go, Jen. It's something like that. I bought like a pack of 100 of them on Amazon, and they should be here in a couple of days. I'm just going to put this dark bear fruit right there. That one looks beautiful. I love it. So let's go on to the next. Again, I'm doing very, very simple layouts, 2, maybe 3 pieces of paper, and then the flower and the little label. So I'm making them quite simple, but they are fun. And like I said, I'm using on my vintage ephemera, which, you know, when you buy vintage ephemera, you're like, oh my God, it's vintage ephemera. But you know what? Freaking vintage ephemera is so frail. Even if it's still only like 50 years old, the paper is so frail that now I'm kind of inundated with vintage ephemera. I'm not buying anymore. But for a minute there, I was buying up all the good deals that I possibly could. And the way I'm tearing up the paper is basically, I like to use my, what is this thing called? My mini scoreboard. Oh, that's not good. That's, and I put it up against here. This is what I was supposed to do from this side. And then I'll just tear it like this. I like it to have a torn look. So now, and I've been using my glue stick, but also I've been using my regular Turbo Tacky glue. I kind of like the glue stick better for collaging. See, and then this is going to go on the bottom for this one. And then I can cut it out. You could use your your paper cutter. Yeah, but I kind of prefer just to hurry up and just cut it with my scissors here. My paper cutter is huge. I actually have to get a regular size paper cutter that actually works good. You guys could recommend a paper cutter that works well, because for some reason, like a regular one, all my paper cutters have always like they either go dull really fast or somehow they cut crooked. I'm convinced it's probably me that somehow it doesn't cut it right. Judy, hi Judy, what's up? What's up? I'm so happy to be back, y'all. I'll be back as long as there's no issues. I will be back every night at 10 o'clock, of course. That's the link for the mini labels. And then also I'm going to leave the link for my floral clip art if y'all have not checked it out. Oh, so I was in the middle of cutting these flowers out, y'all, and my scan and cut stopped feeding the mat in. It would not take the mat. So I don't know. That's one of the main reasons why I don't do product reviews like right away. I will never do a product review the next day after I get it. I literally take years to do a product review because that kind of stuff happens. You think, oh, this is great, this is wonderful, and then it breaks right after you make the product review. So I'm not here to lie to y'all. I'm not here to sell y'all nothing. I don't work for Brother. I don't get nothing off Brother. I mean, other than Amazon when y'all buy something with my link. But I don't get nothing for selling you guys. Nothing major, nothing more than $5. I don't get anything major for selling you guys anything. So that's why I always like to take my time to actually try the product out literally for a year or two before I do a product review. Now, is that the most productive way to do it? I don't know. Probably not. But I like to give y'all my real honest opinion on products that I myself have used for a long time. Do I do many product reviews? No. Not really. Okay, this will look pretty with this pink flower here. Actually, I'm kind of loving that. Never throw away packaging either. We got a heater and threw away the box. After 3 months, it stopped working. Oh, no. Usually, nowadays, if you use a debit card, they can look up your card and pull up your receipt nowadays. But, yeah. So, now I have to take it in to an authorized Brother dealer. And I have to get it fixed. So that's great. Not. And it stopped right in the middle of me cutting out my flowers. I was really bummed out that I didn't get to cut out all the flowers I wanted to. I did get a lot of flowers, but not all the ones that I wanted to. So that kind of sucks. I'm making these pockets 4x4 if anybody wants to know. But I figure that's the right size for my pockets. And then I have these shorter ones. So it's time for me to make pockets, y'all. I'm missing, after decorating quite a few number of journals, I can see what I'm low on. And I'm going to start working on building up my stock. As you guys know, I like to make a lot of things. Let's see here. I still have this right here. This would kind of be perfect to fill up the space here. Oh, this is upside down, so it'll have to be this way. Yeah, this would look pretty right here. Let's do that. So this floral, these floral images, those are not vintage. Well, they're not real vintage ephemera. These are printouts from my shop. The ephemera is what's actually vintage. This paperwork and stuff, the plain stuff that I'm using. And you can see here, this is my basket of ephemera. So this is a really cool vintage Avon receipts. And I have just a whole mess of ephemera here. I'm telling y'all, I kind of went overboard for a minute there, and I bought so much of it, and I thought this is great. But then I thought this is terrible because it's all pretty much frail. And I can't put them in my journals, like fold it in half and stick them in my journals. I can't do that. So that kind of sucks. But I just felt like gluing stuff down tonight. And these were actually looking pretty good. I made a couple of them and they came out pretty good. What I actually want to do is I want to work on some, yeah, the new scan and cut. That's what happened. Hi, Miss Gigi. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, what I actually want to do is I want to get my Christmas fabric and get some heat and bond on it so that I can make, I want to make more of these. So I'm going to get my fabric, turn it into paper, cut it up, slice it up, and then I'm going to make pockets like this with my Christmas fabric. So that's going to come up. That's going to happen, I swear. It's going to happen. So the scan and cut should be under warranty. I'm going to go to the authorized dealer. Apparently there's 2 in town now. Last time I needed my scan and cut service, there was only 1. And now it seems that there is 2. And so I think I'm going to take it to the second place because the place I took it to last time, they're cool. They're fine. However, it's going to take them 2 to 3 weeks to just get to it. That doesn't even include the time it takes for them to fix it. So just for them to get to looking at it would be 2 to 3 weeks, which is fine. I could live. However, I kind of want my flowers. I need my scan and cut to work. I just freaking got it in November. So I need to call them and make sure I have everything that I would need to make sure they service it under warranty, because I'm not paying for this. I am not going to pay for that. So they better get me under warranty somehow. Okay. Oh, need to cut this out. I don't even know where the edges are. If anybody has any suggestions for a good paper cutter, regular size, my Fiskars Precision paper cutter is awesome. I love it. However, sometimes it's just too heavy and too big to get on my table. So I'm looking for a smaller paper cutter that will do the job of cutting just small papers, nothing major, but just little papers. And I want it to have a good blade. And I need it to cut straight. I don't know what it is about every paper cutter I've ever bought in my life, but somehow they always cut crooked. It's probably me. It's probably me, but like, how can we fix this? How do we do this? That looks pretty right there. Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to go in with my sewing machine and sew around it, just like a border. I think would be cute. Probably in white or in black. I don't know. One of the two. But let's build up a little stash here. And I'm keeping all these little bits here. I'm keeping them off to the side. Do I need to? Probably not. Gonna use up this yellow paper here. It's folded and it's folded, so I've kind of just been like putting it up against the paper and seeing how much of it I want. Then I've just been, like I said, I just rip it like that, and now I have my piece. This is from 1975. And let's see. I need another floral image from here. Oh, trying to cover all the little bits of scrap paper underneath. So annoying to waste time. Yeah, it is. It totally is. I need to get it done. But I guess that's how technology works. It happens. I mean, it did start happening to one of my older scanning cuts where the machine wouldn't take in the mat. But that was years down the line. So I was like, okay, I guess that's just how it is. That was years down the line. But I've only had this machine since November. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I really don't know. I really, really don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let's see. I have all these, here's my flowers. I have all these floral images. I cut these out. These are from my shop. And I'm trying to pick out like the widest flower. You know what I mean? It takes up the most space. This is pretty good right here. I have all sorts of different ones printed out. Okay, so let's do this here. Cut off the bottom. I don't really use the stem part. I'll put it aside, but I'm going to put this on top of here just so I can measure it. So I need this much. It smelled your fear. I know, right? Printers, scanning cuts, all those machines. You're right. They smell your fear. They know. They know when you're on a time crunch. And that was actually like the first legit time I pulled out my scanning cut to do more than one thing on it. And and I done broke it. Judy says it seems everything is made cheaper now. It does. It does. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, let's get this cut up here. So pretty much it seems like I'm using the glue stick when it comes to gluing down the papers to the scrap paper. But then when it comes to gluing the cardstock and the floral, I would use my TurboTacky glue. That's what I've been doing. Okay, so we need a label. Did you ever get your horchata sticker? I did. I finally did. I'll have to show it to you next time I pull out my my machine. I finally did get my Horchata is Life sticker. Yes. I was so excited. I was so excited. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't even get so much has happened since my internet became unreliable. I don't even know what had happened with that. But my internet was fine, but my upload speed, which is what really matters when you go live, my upload speed was just sad. It was very, very sad. So I could not go live. It wouldn't even let me send an email. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. Let's see. This doesn't show up against this background, though. Low. Let's see. Maybe we need something bigger. So I'm going to do my video on I'm going to do my video on the junk journal charms really soon. I'm waiting on, you know what I did? I went to Walmart because somebody in the junk journal chats group was like, well, I want measurements of things. Like if I order online, I need measurements. And I was like, okay. So I went back to Walmart. I mean, not Walmart. I went back to Michael's so I can, because I realized I got rid of all of my packaging. I realized I got rid of all the packaging for the beads. I just like threw it all away and I just put all my stuff away and I was happy. And then somebody asked like, well, I'm going to need measurements. And then I was like, oh, you don't say, because I just threw away all my packaging. So here I go back to Michael's so I can look at kind of roughly the sizes that I like so I can make note of them. Don't forget to give me a little thumbs up on this video, y'all, if you guys like this video, and I'm sure you do. Oh, I think I just got a thumbs down. I'm just kidding. I made Zena name her machine too. What's Zena's sewing machine name? Okay, so I went back to freaking Michael's, and I was looking at the beads, and I'm like, okay, I picked this size, this size. You know what? The freaking beads at Michael's, they don't have a size. They don't have a size. They'll say 13 inches, but what they mean is that the strand is 13 inches long. So I gotta somehow figure out a way to figure out what size these beads are, because some people want that information. And I'm literally going to have to learn the metric system because all these beads are in millimeters, centimeters. I don't know her, right? Like, I'm not that smart. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know the metric system. I'm sorry. Like, I grew up in America, and I apologize. I don't know the metric system. It don't make no sense to me. But I did find a website that kind of told you, like, oh, this size bead fits this many in an inch. So I think it was 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter fits 3 of them in an inch. So if I can picture it, how big, that's pretty small. So I literally have to print out a millimeter ruler because I don't even have a ruler in millimeters, first of all. So I have to print one or buy one. I don't know. So, so that was a bust. Trying to go back to Michael's to figure out what size beads I had bought. That was a bust. That was not good. That did not happen. Oh, look, there's this green paperwork for federal. It's an application for federal employment in, do we have a year? I don't know if we have a year. 56, 55, 56. Okay, so I bought somebody's like life paperwork. And so I'll keep seeing the same person's name pop up over and over. It's kind of funny to me. Okay. Zena, Jen told me that you named your sewing machine because she made you. She made me too. I'm normally not that type of girl, but here we are. Normally not that type of girl. I really don't name stuff. I mean, I've had my husband's friends have asked, like, what's this thing's name? I'm like, what are you talking about? I never did that growing up ever. The only thing I did ever name was I had my first car. My first car was a Mazda 626. And so even till this day, I call it Stitch. My car's name was Stitch. Because it was a Mazda 626. And I mean, that's Stitch's number. So that was just obvious. That was just very obvious to me to name it Stitch. I think the movie had just came out and stuff. You should see Zena's journal with Daisies and a Kit. I have been seeing what she's been doing with it. I will have to keep up. Okay, so here's this. CC for Coney Island. That's CCC. Oh, CCC. Oh. Oh, she's got an extra. She's got a little bit extra. That's cool. That's hilarious. Miss Jen, if you're making everybody name their stuff, what's your sewing machine's name? You just got a new one. What's her name? You got to tell us. You can't just make us do it. I'm going to challenge you. What's your sewing machine's name? What is it? Hang on, I got a little sliver here to cut off. Okay. Again, I'm saving all these little pieces. These always come in handy for other collages. I keep a whole other bag of stuff that's been torn by hand because, I mean, that just makes sense to me. It just makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we got these right here. And then I need to have the labels right behind it. I called my 69 Chevelle Lemon because it was. Actually, Stephanie made your name for your machine, Daisy. Was it? I swore it was you. This all started with Stephanie. Oh, Letitia. I don't know if I said hi to Letitia. My bad. Let's see. This is all started with Stephanie for telling me to name my sewing machine. And then Jen got hers, and it seems to be a domino effect. Jen, what is your sewing machine's name, though? I need to know. Never heard of names on things before meeting all you ladies. It was never my thing, but now my sewing machine has a name. I can't tell you that I'll name anything else unless somebody else makes me, but yeah, my sewing machine's name is Horchata. And I got a little horchata sticker for her, so she's living her best life right now. She's just living her best horchata life. I was so mad at my scan and cut for not working. Too soon. It's too soon for that machine to not work, okay? I was going to make a video on how to restick the mat, or not how to. I was going to make a video of me resticking the mat because we all know I don't really make tutorials because my videos go on for too long, too many parts. But anyways, I was going to make a video on that, and now I got to wait. Now I have to wait to do it. Let's see. This will probably look good right here. Yeah, that'll look cute. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah. Okay, so you came up with horchata, and Stephanie made me do it. Understood. Okay, at least we're clear about who's at fault here. My sewing machine is Kate, after my grandma that is no longer here and was a sewer. That's a great tribute. That is a wonderful tribute. I'm bad with tutorials, ask Jen. Oh my gosh. Whenever I do make like an official tutorial, it has to be edited. I made tutorials in the past and they've been pretty popular. I have not really tried to film any videos as of late. Now this looks cute. I like this. Looks real neutral. I'm liking it. Let's build up my little stash here. We have to, again, I'm going to sew on it. Just got to let that glue dry. I don't like to sew on wet glue. Should I use this side? Yeah, I kind of like this side. Let's glue it down. I got to use up this ephemera, y'all. I've already scanned it. I need to use it. And I need to stop buying it. So those are things I need to do. Could probably use up this right here. Kind of cute. I'm just gonna glue it down. Like that, and then we'll trim it. Thank you, Patricia. You're a journal baby still. Okay, so we've now come up with journal babies. I'm changing everybody's name to journal babies. What's up, all you journal babies? This is this is Daisy calling. Oh my gosh. Yeah, lives are fun. And I mean, I've been having fun with lives for a long time. Okay, for a long time, for like 2 years now. And stuff happens all the time. I'm clear and I'm no longer clear. My internet's good. My internet's no longer good. A lot of things can happen. And I have had many a times when people had to come out to look at my internet because I was complaining. I don't like when my internet slows down. I need it to be steady the whole time I go live. Let's see what else I have. I have some price labels. So actually, this might look cute right here. Actually, that looks freaking adorable. This is from my Ephemera set of vintage price labels. And I did print these out small. So they normally would print out bigger. But I like to print them out small sometimes. Oh, that one looks precious right there. Yes, I love it. Work. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Judy. Too kind. I'm trying. I'm working at it. Let's get this here first. Should I use this person's name? I kind of don't like to use the person's name. I'm going to use the back of this instead. I'm sure that person is honestly no longer alive because these are really old ephemeras, but it feels weird. So just use the back of it. Okay. So let's get glue over here. And I'm just going to glue this down here. And we can cut it out. Ooh, that was really crooked, but it doesn't even matter. It does not matter. We're just having fun. Let's see here. Yes, I like things to be fun. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it anymore. But this is fun. I saw a post today on Junk Journal Junkies chat. Somebody said, they're like, you know what I realized? I don't actually like to craft. She said that she realized she really likes to shop. She actually really likes to shop for making stuff, but then she doesn't like to actually make stuff. It just made me laugh. And she's like, can anybody relate? Turns out there's probably a lot of hoarders on Junk Journal Junkies chat. I can't with y'all. Y'all are too funny. Like, that just made me laugh so much. And apparently a lot of people can relate. This looks really good. I like this. The little price label. These will be adorable. I can't wait to sew on these, and they're going to look so cute as pockets. I am going to scan them, so they would be available in my shop as a printable. So let's see. So I did a large journal page today. So why did I say large? So I did a journal page today. I misspelled my word for the year strength. I cannot spell that word. I mean, if my life depended on spelling the word strength, I will tell you what, I would not live very long. You are not alone. That is such a weird word. Why is that such a weird word? I don't know, but it is. I always have to spell check myself on that because I know that word will trip me up. That word will get me. I am not a scientist, so spelling is not always my forte. Ever since I discovered that Photoshop has a spell check, my life has changed. I didn't even know that it I didn't even know that that was a thing. And then I learned about it, and I've been kind of it's been working for me, so that's good. I've been not misspelling things, so that's great. Okay, so I'll go there. It'll happen to anybody, honestly. Honestly. Let's see here. What am I gonna trying to pick a floral thing? This could be a thing this way, the size this way. Let's make it a thing. See, that way I can get 2 images instead of just 1 strip. That works. That works for me. Again, I'm just doing really simple collaging, just 2 papers. But it's always more interesting visually to have elements and numbers of 3. So that's why I'm adding the little label. Technically, this makes it 1, 2, 3, 4. It does look very interesting with the little label on it. But if you're going to do a simple layout, try and incorporate 3 things. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. At least that's what they said in school. I don't know. You posted it on Instagram. I bet you that's when you realized you messed it up. It happens. It happens. Okay. Now that I know this live is going well, I'm not trying to jinx it. We're halfway through. I need to get those bulldog clips though, so I can do a flip through of my other journals that I finished this week. I think I'm going to get started either. I have 2 books I want to make into junk journals, and I also have a buttload of freaking little golden books I need to deal with. I need to deal with it. So I probably will do that soon. This would look cute here. Do I want to do this? I want to get junk journals done this year. This is the year I get as many junk journals started and finished as I possibly can, because in past years, I have not been as productive as I wish I had been. And in past years, I have made so much stuff. I need to use it in junk journals. So that's why I'm on this weird little goal of mine. This looks really cute. Let me get y'all the link to the price tag ephemera set. That's under over here. And then it's, where is it? Where is that? Oh my goodness. Where the freak is it? It should be here. It should be under price tag. I'm too far away from my keyboard. Where else would it be? Where else would it be? I probably just missed it. Oh, what the? Don't tell me that. Let's see. 1 second, you guys. Price tag. What is this under? It should be under ephemera sets. I hope it's not under something else. Okay, let's see. Vintage price tags. How many pages are in your signature again? Honestly, stick with 10. Don't be like me and say 10 and then do like 15. If you want to suffer, then do 15. If you want it to go smooth, then do 10. Definitely 10 is what I always have in my mind. It doesn't always happen. That's what I always think of. 10. It's just so hard to whittle it down to 10, to be honest with you. Even that is not easy. It is not easy. when you want to put all this stuff in there and it's like, oh, right, I can't. And that's the worst part. That is the worst. I'm trying to look for, oh, I still have this little piece here. I'm trying to look for some like bright papers, bright colors, which in vintage ephemera is like pretty much impossible. I got a lot of pretty neutral paper ephemera. I still have to sort through this because, see, this is cardstock. So cardstock I will actually put in the junk journals, like on a clip or something. I still have to go through this box. Apparently I haven't. What do I have? What else do I have? Oh, this is a little interesting right here. Just all this writing is very interesting. So I'm going to use it. This is cool right here. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. And let's rip this in half or something. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we can work with this. I wish, that's why, like, even though I have purchased vintage ephemera, like actual real vintage ephemera, I still prefer to print it out because, like I said, some of the stuff is so frail. You cannot fold it in half and use it in a signature as I would have honestly liked to have done. So that's a bummer. I have to, I've been thinking about, I've played around with the idea of backing the ephemera with paper, like this right here. So this is a vintage ephemera piece, receipt or whatever, and I glued it to some paper. And then I folded it in half, and then this I can use in my signature because it won't break on me. And if it does, it's backed with other paper. So that's an idea I've been toying around with, so I can actually use it in my signatures. That's actually how I would like to use it in my signatures. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, see, this would be cool. Okay, so this I cut down a little bit too short. Okay. So I'm going to put something here, which is going to be this part of whatever image I had. See, trying to cut it out straight by hand, it's just not going to happen. So that's when I love this thing right here. I'm going to put that right there. That covers up the whole piece here. I think I passed the 10-page mark. Judy says she also tends to overfill hers. Jen says, I really love your butterfly pages, Daisy. They printed and in my signatures. I need to make my cover now. Oh, butterflies. Butterflies. I did like those pages too. They did come out cute. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Judy says, coming up with covers are the hardest part for me. Then Jen says, yeah, nerve-wracking a bit, Judy, because you get something in your head and you don't want to disappoint. There's nobody for you to disappoint, girl. Nobody. It's all you. This is your project. There's nobody to disappoint. You are going to express yourself, and that's it. That's it. There's nothing else to it. That's it. It's a wrap. I think I'm going to put this down here. I think, well, I don't want to cover up this pink, so maybe I'll put it over here. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, your subbies on live chose your cover for you. That's a good idea. That's a good idea too. I used to decorate my covers. And what I could, if you do want to decorate your covers, what I suggest is you look up greeting card sketches. Look up greeting card sketches, find a layout that you like, and then make it, because It's really hard to try and come up with things out of the top of your head, to be honest with you, until you kind of learn what you like. I used to design card sketches, and they were a lot of fun. And so that's why I decided, like, hey, I do kind of want my covers to look like cards, like to have the layouts. Let me see if I can find my link to my sketches. They're so old because obviously I don't do cards anymore, but I used to. Here are my sketches. Y'all can see how they would translate to covers. Y'all want to check them out. So you take the layout of those sketches, and that's what you do on your cover, and it's just like a little decorative moment, you know. I no longer decorate my covers. I stopped decorating my covers a long time ago. I either make an interesting fabric piece, or I try and pick pretty fabrics. I don't know. It's just not my thing to decorate the covers. And also, like, in my mind, in my fantasy, right? Like, these journals are used for writing. So if a cover has a bunch of stuff on it, it really doesn't make for an even surface to write on. So in my mind, that's how I justify. That is how I justify it. I'm going to make kind of like a little Frankenstein pocket here. We'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. Well, I have a good idea of what I really want, but struggling to find a big enough oval frame die. Uh-oh. Let's see here. This. Not this. I have some yellow. Oh, I have this right here. This could be a moment. Okay, let's glue that here. Wow, you do have a lot of sketches. Good idea, and thank you. Yeah, I used to really be into like drawing sketches like that for card layouts. That was literally a hobby of mine. I would be at work sitting in the convention center of a casino, and I would see how they like framed pieces on the wall, and I would be like, and then draw it out like, oh, this could be a layout for a card. So it was a really good creative exercise to make sketches. Very much fun. I think I'm gonna make some thank you cards. I really do kind of miss making cards. Not as much as not to the point where I would actually like make cards, but I think I want to make thank you cards for some people and for some customers, like a handmade thank you card. I think would be really cool. So I think I'll do that probably. Let's see. I want the smallest little sliver. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect right here. The smallest little sliver of print. That's going to go right here. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. Then, what am I reaching for? Glue stick or regular glue? Glue stick or regular glue? Oh, I need to put something here first, though. Okay, gotta work quickly, Daisy, quickly. More quickly than that, Daisy. I like this, but this doesn't fill up the space, though. So, hang on. This doesn't either, but together, actually, I have more of this yellow. Okay, right here. This is like a little Frankenstein pocket right here. But I already love it. Oh, it looks so cute. Frankenstein one always ends up cute. I always have a little Frankenstein one. There's always one. I still have little bits here to use up, so we'll worry about that another time. But look at that. That looks cute. I think I'm just going to leave this by itself like that, actually. I don't think I'm going to add anything to it. There's already a lot to look at. So I think this one's good on its own. Yes. Okay. This is fun. Let's keep going. To me, this is all really like a mental exercise. So that's why I like doing it. I don't like real workouts, but I like a mental workout. I do enjoy that. Let's see here. So this will be here. Thank you, Jen. It looks cute, right? Like all Frankenstein. This purple calls my attention. So as soon as my supplies come in, the last of the supplies I would like to work with. I don't know why, but I want to just use a piece of it. And a piece of what else? A piece of what else? Is this big enough? No. Oh, what about this pink? What about this pink? That would be cute. I'm going to cut off some of this because I don't need it. Okay. Collaging is a lot of fun. Oh my God, you guys don't even know. I've been like having the time of my life ever since I discovered scrapbooking, and then that like made to card making, and then that led me to junk journaling. Like, y'all don't even know. Like, I used to, like when I went to college, I really enjoyed, I tried a lot of things in college, like a lot of different subjects that I could study. I didn't really know what. I started like, oh, I want to be a journalist. And that didn't pan out. I didn't really like it. I didn't really like my homework and stuff being like reading other people's work. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Call me whatever you want to call me, but I wanted to like write about me myself. So then I was like, maybe I want to be a writer. Because I don't really want to write about other people in the end. Maybe I want to be just a writer and write stories. And I didn't like that either. And then, I mean, I've been doing graphic design since, I've been using Photoshop and doing graphic design since I was 15. No, 13. 13. I was 13 when it all started. And when I started using graphic design programs and stuff. And then I decided, why don't I try out art? Maybe I'll like it. And I did. I really enjoyed making stuff and working with my hands. And I felt like, oh, this project is more about me and what I can create and what comes out of my mind. Not so much of like, here, read this guy's book and then tell me what it was about. You know, like it was, it just sparked a little creativity in me, and I loved all the projects we had to do, and I loved my homework. Like, it just like blew my mind that I could actually enjoy school. It blew my mind, and pretty much I see all of everything that I've ever done since then is just like art project after art project, and it's been so much fun that it just never seems like a chore. It never seems like too much for me. I just want to just dive in. You know what I mean? Like I have had, I mean, there's some projects that I stopped doing because I'm like, oh, this is, this is not working out, which is totally fine. I don't get discouraged with that. But just like, since I discovered paper crafting pretty much, I've loved it. It's just so much fun to me to come up with layouts and how like apply what I learned in art school or in art class to everything. It's just been a lot of fun, honestly. It's never really gotten old since I started. I just kind of, if it gets old, like scrapbooking got kind of old and card making got kind of old, junk journaling has not gotten old because there's so much to it. There's the covers and then there's the cards and the tag. There's so much involved in making a junk journal that it just does not get boring for me. It really does not get boring at all. I've enjoyed every minute of everything I've ever done. That is like the best way to waste time in my mind, and I love it. I used to make personal collage boards for my best friends in high school. See? See, you got it. You got it. And I enjoyed being a child, and my mom would always make me do crafts. We always had something to do. So even as a child, I enjoyed making things. I was never really afraid to. I was never really afraid of mistakes, and I remember my jeans were always too long. I'm a short person, so my jeans have kind of always been too short. But I mean too long, too long. Correction, too long. So I always had to cut my jeans and hem my jeans, and like I remember getting the bottom part of my bell bottom and sewing the top of it. So, and I made like a little handle and I sewed it by hand. I think I must have because I don't remember having a sewing machine. And it was just, it was just like the silliest little thing that I made. But I was so proud of that. I was so proud of this little jean purse I came up with. Judy says she's always loved art. Zena says, when I was a little girl, I made scrapbooks using all teen magazines. I remember doing that too. Making collages. I used to like obsess when I was a child. I used to obsess about drawing tie-dye with crayons, with markers. I was just so obsessed with drawing tie-dye all the time for some reason. Oh, that's why you're so good at it, because you love it. Thank you, Patricia. I do love what I do. I'm so happy that I get to play with paper and design cute little things that I feel like making that day. It's a blessing. It really is. I am very lucky. Okay, so this goes here. And then I've just been kind of, do I want to add a little price tag? Do I want to do more than that? Maybe. No, it's kind of the small size though. So, oh, somebody's social security number. Let's cover that up. I'll just leave it with this price tag here. That looks cute. Oh man. It's just too much fun. It's just too much fun. And then like everything that I've been like learning how to do, like I'm still like relating it all back to junk journaling. Like I showed my husband my little charms that I've made. And he's like, so what, you're going to make jewelry now? I'm like, no, it's for my junk journals. Like everything I do, all the stuff, all the skills that I've learned, like as far as paper crafting, I've been able to try and relate it back to junk journaling. I was in love with JTT. Who was not in love with JTT? Like, honestly, me, JTT, and Justin Timberlake, we were going to make it. Let's see what else we do. What else? Something pretty. I have this receipt here. So delicate. There's nothing else you could do with this really other than glue it down onto something else. There just really is nothing that can be done with this. As good as I'm, like, as happy as I am about using actual vintage ephemera, it is so frail that I prefer printables. I prefer printable ephemera still. Still very much so. Let's see here. There we go. And this part down here. And then this here. There we go. My 3 pieces there. Vanessa, hi Vanessa. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, y'all. I would really appreciate it if you took the moment, a little moment, gave me a little thumbs up, and having a lot of fun with y'all tonight. Oh, I almost ripped it. Oh no. Let's see here. You know, I've been wanting to do like a series on like the rules of design and art and stuff. I'm just not good at teaching. Therefore, that's why I'm not a teacher. But you can look up videos on the rules of design and the rules of, basically the rules of design. And it'll teach you how to, where to place things strategically. In essence, in school, they said that you direct the viewer as to where they should look first, second, third, fourth. That's basically what they said, is that is your job, is to tell them where to look. So that's why something you want, like basically you want to make a focal point, but you can make a couple of focal points when you get to it. But you could start working on like one focal point and using the rules of design to teach you how to like make that the first thing that stands out first. I'm just not good at teaching it. Honestly, I'm just not good. I'm not no educator. I'm not no scientist. So I'm sorry. But the information is out there. You don't have to go to class for it. You know, just in class, they'll teach you it and then they'll make you do homework about it. That's pretty much what I did to learn everything. Is you learn it and then you try and apply it. See this? It's going to look cute. Scanned it and printed out also. So I will have these available to print out on my website after I get off this live. But I had a fun time with y'all tonight. We are at the hour. I'm going to call it night for today. I'm glad that I had nice and stable internet so that I was able to actually go live today. So that's great. I hope y'all enjoyed today's live. I hope y'all come back tomorrow. I'll go live at the same time, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope y'all do join me. Yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thank you and bye. I was sleeping and woke up just in time to see you. Hey, Zena, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be back, y'all. Okay, bye.